We're going to have, we're going to talk again about this, the Native American dollar and one bill set. So you're going to see those two together, and you don't see them together very often. We're going to give you the 4 flex pays, and we're just teasing you just a little bit, you know, but we'll come back and you'll see that a little bit later in the hour. So coming up at midnight, we've got the solution for transporting your items just in time for all your big summer events. It's the foldable wagon, today's special from HGTV. This is the first time we're offering the foldable wagon in brand new colors and patterns from HGTV, lending a sense of fashion to this handy item. You can even choose between the new extra liner to help protect the fabric or the cooler feature. It's the foldable wagon, today's special. Offered on FlexPay and free shipping. If you'd like to see more from HGTV, just go to hsn.com. And we'll be back in just a few seconds.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that, the possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN.
Get more out of your HSN shopping experience with the HSN card. Apply now, and if you're approved, save $10 off your purchase today. Enjoy worry-free shopping with VIP Easy Returns, extra flex offers, special VIP financing, and exclusive offers and discounts. All with no annual fee. The HSN card, the smartest way to shop.
I'm Melinda, and I'm here with Mike Mizak. He is the expert, and we've opened the vault. All sorts of gold and silver coins, and we even have a dollar bill. That's a little more rare, so we're going to see that a little bit later. But or do we have it right now?
No, we've got it right now.
Oh, here we go. Woo! Okay, so what makes this, because you don't usually see the paper with the metal, is that what makes it so special?
Well, it's a coin and currency set, kind of.
Okay, okay.
Kind of. This is and has been, and we're going to spend a little bit of time here. If you watching us in this time slot, you've seen me selling this coin for about about 3 months now. And if you recall, the first time I sold it, it was 99 bucks. Then we went to 119, 129, 149. Now we're 159. This is, I think, about the last quantity I have at 159. Next time I'm going to be 169, 179. This is. But people are starting to catch on, unfortunately, I guess. People are catching on that this is one of the single most significant United States government-issued coins of the last 50 years. And as you said, you don't see the metal and the paper together.
Right.
The United States government, over the course of the last 15 years or so, has made what they call this coin and currency set. They've made a few of them here and there, and they've been kind of cool, and they go coin and currency, and so they kind of take a coin, and so they took like a Sacagawea golden dollar, which is what that was, and they put it with a Federal Reserve note, and sometimes they reprint the note, sometimes they do some of the coins, and we have this certified, so we have the coin out of the coin and currency set, because they don't make that many of these, and we have the coin, and it's usually available other places, but we have it certified out of this to give it, you know, it gives it a little more value, a little bit more cachet, if you will. The dollar in this set, that dollar's worth, people have continued to call and ask me, you know, how much is that dollar worth? And I'm telling you, it's worth about $1. I mean, it's $1. It's just a regular old dollar they put in this thing, okay?
Okay, so
we bought a few, and we didn't think it was any big deal. And then when we get the sets, we realize right up here and it says 2014 Native American enhanced uncirculated coin. And we're going, is it really an enhanced uncirculated coin? And we look at it, and it turns out it is. So here's the secret part of this. It took me by surprise, in all honesty. This is an enhanced uncirculated Native American dollar. Now, for those of you that follow coins a lot, or listen to me a lot, realize The United States government has only made 3 different enhanced uncirculated coins in all of its history.
I don't even know what that enhanced means.
It's a special, and they've only started doing it basically in 2014 because we didn't have the technology before then.
Okay.
2013 actually was the first enhanced uncirculated. You have to laser finish the die.
Oh.
So if you look at Sacagawea here, for the first time we can see kind of the stripes in her shawl right there.
Yes.
You can see all of the highlights in her son Jean-Baptiste there, and you can just see the coin just looks different.
Right.
Which is fun, and you know, that's an exciting thing that the coin really is played up. But the key to this is very simple. This enhanced uncirculated coin is available only in the coin and currency set. Normally, the coin they put in here you can find other places, and it's only special insofar as it's in the set. This is an entirely different level of collectability, okay? It is only available in the coin and currency set. And they only made 50,000 of these sets. What that makes this is basically the rarest regular issue United States coin of the last 50 years. Okay, by far, not even close. Now they've made some commemoratives that were less, but not a regular issue coin. They made lots and lots and lots of these coins, but not an enhanced uncirculated. Okay? To give you an idea, the only United States government issue coin, and this is actually technically a special issue coin, that comes close to this, but I'm going to say that the American Silver Eagle is a regular issue.
Okay.
The 1995 United States government 1995 W American Silver Eagle. They made 33,000 of that coin. That coin in this condition sells for about $8,000. They made 50,000 of this coin, okay? 50,000 of this coin. 33,000, 8 grand. Now the next rarest after this is the 2011 reverse proof, once again a different design, a different style design, and the reverse proof wasn't introduced till 2006. The 2011 reverse proof American Silver Eagle. We sell that coin, I believe, on hsn.com. Actually, last time I looked for it, it was sold out. I think it's $1,199, okay? $1,199. So the only coin modern issue, and I'm counting the American Silver Eagle, because if I didn't count the American Silver Eagle, there's nothing even vaguely this rare in modern American numismatica. Okay, nothing even vaguely this rare. Okay, in American numismatica. So I'm including the American Eagle, so I can get something that even has close to the same mintage. We're looking at 8,000 and 1,200, and this coin's fitting right in the middle at $159. Okay. Now, I sold the first one of these at 99. Now, here's the thing. They made 50,000 of these coins, okay? I've sold 8,000 of them here at HSN. Certified EU69, I've bought 12,000. I've bought 25% of the entire mintage at this point. 25% of every single solitary one of these coins that the government made, I have bought and certified already and sold. Understand the underlying set, the set that you have right here, ungraded and uncertified, is already selling for 4 to 5 times its original issue price. Okay? 4 to 5 times its original issue price. And so people are saying, well, Mike, I see it's EU69. I'll wait till you have an EU70. Okay, I've graded 25% of the mintage of this coin. At Annex, I have 0 EU70s.
Just didn't do it.
And well, here's why. There's problems with her forehead.
Oh, a little mar there.
Yeah, a little mar. You know, I don't know what it is, and it's in all of them that we have not found one. There is a couple of NGC graded EU70s. It's another one of the 4 major certification companies, but that's a $5,000 to $7,000 coin in EU70. No Annex 70. So this is the highest grade in Annex that you can get to date. Now they may grade a 70 at some point with that. Recently, as a matter of fact, there was an error coin that did not have the lettering. You can see on the edge we have E pluribus unum, the date, and the mint marks on the edge of the coin. It's called an edge-lettered coin. Okay, that was recently at auction. I bid on that auction. I dropped out at $14,000. It eventually sold for more than that, and just recently resold for $35,000 for this coin without the edge lettering. The rarity of this is absolutely, positively unprecedented in modern American numismatica. Folks, you need to own this coin. There is nothing out there that it is even vaguely this rare, even vaguely this desirable, and at $159, I will sell this coin going forward for years to come. I can promise you that, but you're going to see $199, you're going to see $249, you're going to see $299. When that $1,200 coin, When that came out, I originally sold that coin here for $199.95.
I'm shocked it's at the price that it's at when you talk about how rare it is.
It is one of the
really
rarest of the rarest of the rare.
You'll definitely want that one as we go forward, and don't kick yourself saying, I wish I had gotten that when it was the price that it was. He was telling me the truth. It was $159. I should have gotten it at $159, but
absolutely you should have.
So maybe you're on the line right now doing that exact thing. I hope
if you bought one from me already.
So now we're going to move.